If you're a fan of non-stop explosions, wild shootouts, and jaw-dropping stunts, then get ready, because today, we're diving into 10 insane action movies on Netflix that will blow your mind. From brutal hand-to-hand combat to high-speed chaos and unstoppable heroes, these movies will keep your heart racing from start to finish. And hey, before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss out on more adrenaline-pumping movie countdowns like this. Now grab your popcorn, because it's about to get intense. Let's kick things off with number 10, a brutal masterpiece packed with raw action and relentless energy. Number 10. Headshot, 2016. If you're looking for pure, unfiltered action, Headshot delivers it in the most brutal way possible. This Indonesian masterpiece follows a mysterious man named Ismail, who wakes up from a coma with no memory, but a past soaked in blood. When the people who tried to kill him find out he's still alive, all hell breaks loose. The action? Absolutely insane. Every fight feels raw and real, no CGI nonsense, just bone-crushing martial arts and unstoppable rage. Ismail takes on entire gangs with nothing but his fists, knives, and unbreakable willpower. The camera doesn't shy away from the chaos. You feel every punch, every kick, every impact. From hallway battles to forest ambushes, Headshot keeps the adrenaline pumping non-stop. It's gritty, bloody, and beautifully choreographed, a mix of pure survival instinct and masterful stunt work. If you love The Raid or John Wick, this one will have you glued to your screen. Headshot proves that sometimes, the deadliest weapon isn't a gun, it's a man who refuses to die. Number 9. Freelance, 2023. When a peaceful assignment turns into an all-out war zone, you know things are about to explode. Freelance stars John Cena as Mason Petitz, a former Special Forces operative who's done with danger and chaos. But when he takes a simple bodyguard job for a daring journalist covering a dictator in South America, his quiet life gets blown to pieces. The moment bullets start flying, Freelance goes full throttle. From jungle ambushes to helicopter crashes, it's non-stop mayhem. Mason uses his combat skills and brute strength to protect his client, fighting off soldiers, mercenaries, and every kind of chaos the jungle can throw at him. What makes this one stand out is the mix of brutal action and sharp humor. Cena brings that old-school muscle energy with a modern twist, dodging explosions 1 second and cracking jokes the next. The hand-to-hand combat is fast, fierce, and gritty, while the shootouts feel like a battlefield ripped straight from a war zone. If you're into over-the-top action with a dose of fun, Freelance gives you everything: big guns, big fights, and big laughs. Once it starts, there's no slowing down.
Fire in the hole! Bridge, go to pursuit, possible RPG. Don't let them line up a shot!
Number 8. Trigger warning, 2024. When a soldier returns home to find her father dead and her hometown ruled by corruption, you know vengeance is about to hit hard. Trigger Warning stars Jessica Alba as Parker, a Special Forces commando who uncovers a deadly conspiracy hiding beneath her small desert town. The action? Explosive. From the moment Parker steps back into town, every scene oozes tension and firepower. She takes on gangs, dirty politicians, and a web of lies with nothing but her instincts, training, and raw determination. One moment, she's taking down thugs in hand-to-hand combat. The next, she's unleashing full-blown shootouts through dusty streets. The fight choreography is brutal and personal, with Parker using everything around her, from knives to rifles, to survive. Jessica Alba delivers a fierce performance, proving she's still a powerhouse in the action genre. The film blends military precision with street-level grit, keeping you locked in from start to finish. If you love revenge-driven action with a strong, fearless lead, Trigger Warning is the perfect storm: intense, emotional, and absolutely relentless. Number 7. Steel Rain, 2024. Steel Rain, 2024, takes political tension and turns it into pure, high-octane warfare. When a coup erupts in North Korea, a former elite agent and a South Korean official are forced to work together to prevent all-out nuclear destruction. The result? Explosive action from the first minute to the last. The movie blends heart-pounding espionage with brutal, realistic combat. Missiles, betrayals, and impossible choices. Every scene feels like it's seconds away from global collapse. From intense car chases through Seoul's crowded streets to chaotic gunfights in underground bunkers, Steel Rain never lets you breathe. The chemistry between the two leads adds an emotional core to all the chaos. They start as enemies but are forced to rely on each other when the world is hanging by a thread. The tension builds with every decision, every bullet, every explosion. Steel Rain is the definition of edge of your seat. It's smart, suspenseful, and packed with powerful performances. If you love action with brains and bombs, this one's going to hit you hard.
Up here!
Number 6. Bangkok Breaking, Heaven and Hell, 2024. Welcome to Bangkok, where the city never sleeps, and danger lurks in every shadow. Bangkok Breaking, Heaven and Hell cranks up the chaos with a gripping story of corruption, crime, and survival in Thailand's most dangerous streets. The movie follows Won Chai, a rescue worker who's dragged into the city's criminal underworld after witnessing a brutal massacre. As he fights to uncover the truth, he's forced to battle gangsters, crooked cops, and a secret organization that controls the city from the shadows. The action hits hard and fast, explosive chases through neon-lit streets, intense rooftop fights, and relentless close-quarters combat that never slows down. The visuals are stunning, with Bangkok's beauty colliding head-on with its darkness. What makes Heaven and Hell stand out is its emotional core. Every punch and every explosion means something. Won Chai isn't just fighting for justice, he's fighting for redemption. With breathtaking cinematography, brutal stunts, and non-stop momentum, Bangkok Breaking, Heaven and Hell is a wild, high-stakes ride that reminds you why Asian action cinema is in a league of its own.
Close your eyes.
Number 5. Gunpowder Milkshake, 2021. If you love stylish assassins, neon lights, and non-stop chaos, Gunpowder Milkshake is a visual explosion of pure adrenaline. It follows Sam, played by Karen Gillan, a hitwoman raised by a secret organization of killers. But when a job goes wrong and an innocent child gets caught in the crossfire, Sam turns against the very people who trained her. What follows is an all-out war. From gunfights in glowing diners to brutal hand-to-hand combat in hallways and libraries, Gunpowder Milkshake delivers action that's both beautiful and savage. Every scene feels like a comic book come to life, vibrant, violent, and full of attitude. Sam teams up with her estranged mother, played by Lena Headey, and a group of veteran female assassins who bring pure firepower to the fight. Together, they unleash chaos on the men who betrayed them, armed with everything from shotguns to hammers, and yes, even milkshakes. The choreography is fast, the visuals are stunning, and the pacing never slows down. Gunpowder Milkshake is loud, colorful, and unapologetically badass, a female-led action movie that hits harder than you expect. By the time the credits roll, you'll be breathless, and probably reaching for a milkshake of your own. Number 4. Carry On, 2024. When an ordinary airport security officer gets caught in a deadly game of deception, Carry On proves that sometimes the most dangerous place in the world is your own workplace. The movie follows Ethan Kopech, a TSA agent played by Taron Egerton, who's blackmailed on Christmas Eve by a mysterious stranger. The demand: let a dangerous package through security, or his family dies. What starts as a normal shift quickly spirals into chaos. The tension is razor-sharp. Every beep, every scan, Every moment counts as Ethan races against time to outsmart both the terrorist and the entire security system closing in on him. When the action explodes, it's fast, brutal, and claustrophobic. Gunfights in tight hallways, explosions on the tarmac, and desperate chases through locked terminals. Taron Egerton delivers one of his best performances yet. Torn between duty and desperation, he's forced to fight smart and strike hard. The cinematography turns the airport into a war zone, packed with flashing lights, chaos, and heart-pounding suspense. If you're into thrillers that mix brain and brawn, Carry On is an adrenaline bomb. It's intense, unpredictable, and every second pulls you closer to the edge of your seat. Number 3. Red Notice, 2021. When the world's greatest thief, an FBI profiler, and a con artist collide, chaos, betrayal, and non-stop action explode across the globe. Red Notice brings together Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot in one of Netflix's biggest, flashiest action adventures ever. The story kicks off when an art heist goes wrong and an FBI agent, John Hartley, The Rock, is framed and forced to team up with the very thief he was chasing, Nolan Booth, played by Ryan Reynolds. Their mission: to catch the elusive Bishop, a brilliant criminal who's always one step ahead. What follows is a globe-trotting roller coaster packed with heists, betrayals, and wild escapes, from breathtaking museum chases to deadly jungle showdowns. Explosions, rooftop fights, high-speed pursuits, Red Notice delivers it all with style and humor. The chemistry between the trio is electric. Reynolds brings the laughs, Johnson brings the muscle, and Gadot brings the danger. Every twist keeps you guessing who's playing who until the very end. Red Notice is the perfect blend of comedy, charm, and chaos. A blockbuster that proves action doesn't have to be dark to be deadly. If you're in the mood for big-budget fun with endless energy, this one's got your name written all over it. Number 2. Havoc, 2025. Now this one is pure chaos from start to finish. Havoc, 2025, stars Tom Hardy as a bruised and battered detective who's forced to fight his way through a violent criminal underworld after a drug deal goes horribly wrong. His mission: rescue a politician's missing son, but to do that, he must survive a city crawling with ruthless gangs and corrupt cops. The action in Havoc is absolutely brutal. Every punch, every fall, every gunshot feels raw and real. Tom Hardy brings that gritty, animal-like energy he's known for, turning every brawl into a bone-crunching spectacle. From chaotic street fights to hallway shootouts that feel like war zones, this movie doesn't slow down for a single second. One of the highlights: the stairwell fight sequence. It's dark, dirty, and relentless. You'll feel every impact as Hardy smashes his way through wave after wave of enemies with nothing but sheer willpower. But Havoc isn't just about fists and bullets. It's about redemption and survival in a world where everyone's out for blood. The tension keeps building until the very end, leaving you breathless and wanting more. If you love raw, gritty, and unstoppable action, Havoc, 2025, will give you exactly that. It's a non-stop adrenaline rush that proves why Tom Hardy is still one of the best in the game. Number 1. 6 Underground, 2019. If you thought the previous movies were wild, 6 Underground is pure, unapologetic madness. Directed by Michael Bay and starring Ryan Reynolds, this movie redefines over-the-top action. Bigger explosions, louder chases, and more chaos than your brain can handle. The story follows a team of elite operatives who faked their own deaths to take down dangerous criminals the world can't touch. Led by Reynolds' character, known only as One, the crew uses cutting-edge tech, brutal tactics, and zero mercy to wipe out evil, all while staying off the grid. From the very first scene, 6 Underground hits you like a rocket. The opening car chase through Florence is a 10-minute masterclass in pure chaos. Cars flipping, bullets flying, drones exploding, all filmed with Bay's signature high-speed insanity. And it doesn't stop there. Each mission feels like a war zone, skyscraper shootouts, mid-air explosions, and stunts that push the limits of reality. But beneath all the noise, there's a surprisingly emotional layer, a story about second chances and choosing to fight for something bigger than yourself. 6 Underground is wild, flashy, and completely unrestrained, a non-stop thrill ride that doesn't just blow your mind, it detonates it. If you want action that's loud, fast, and unforgettable, this is the movie that defines the word insane. And that's a wrap on the top 10 insane action movies on Netflix that will blow your mind. From bone-crunching fights to heart-stopping explosions, these movies prove that Netflix is the go-to place for pure adrenaline. Whether you're into brutal martial arts like Headshot, globe-trotting chaos like Red Notice, or all-out destruction like 6 Underground, there's something here that'll keep you glued to your screen. Now it's your turn. Which of these action-packed thrill rides are you watching first? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss more explosive movie recommendations every week. Until next time, grab your popcorn, turn up the volume, and get ready for more action that'll blow your mind.